few months ago, I posted a video about how to start your own 3D printing business online with Etsy. The video did pretty well in terms of views, but there was just one thing wrong with it that I didn't realize. I'm going to play this clip from the video and give you a quick chance to try and figure out what's wrong.
Or I take files from online and I print them out.
There it is. Without realizing it, I was not only spreading misinformation, but I was also illegally selling 3D printed items online. I could have been banned or sued for simply not knowing some of the following information. In this video, I'll explain exactly how you can avoid problems like this and safely sell stuff online.
This is me. I'm a basketball playing engineer with one goal in mind, to make as much money as possible. Welcome to becoming an entrepreneur.
So the first thing I needed was more information. Like many other people would do, I took to Google. I looked up just about everything I could possibly think about when it comes to selling online. I found out a bunch of information and found a bunch of useful websites, but for the case of today, I'm only going to go through one website and a few examples of how to sell. Here I have the timestamps listed. If you want to skip ahead to a certain part and feel as if you already know the laws of selling online, then you can see where to go here. I will say before you skip though that watching the whole video is very informative and you may learn something you didn't know before. I found most of this information on 3D Printerly's website, and the article is titled below, and I'll have the link in the description in case anybody wants to check it out. When it comes to selling online, the most important thing to consider is licensing and rights of the product you're trying to sell. To give you a better understanding of what all of this means, I'm going to define 3 different terms. The first of which is patent. A patent protects a person's invention by providing it with legal rights. The patent prevents anyone else to manufacture, sell, reproduce, duplicate, or even use the invented product that has been patented. This is not very common in 3D printing, especially when it comes to 3D printed shared files, because most patented files will not be shared by the original owner. However, if you were able to get a hold of the file that is patented, you would not legally be allowed to reproduce or sell or do anything basically with this product. The next term up is copyright. And copyright is basically an owner's right when he or she has made an object or produced a print. This provides the owner with full permission to customize, reproduce, showcase, and even offer for sale the copyrighted product. So a copyrighted product is unable to be sold by those who may have gotten the file without permission, unless of course the owner of the copyright gives permission. The last of the 3 terms is trademark, and a trademark is a symbolic representation that creates a difference between one individual from another. A trademark delivers exclusive rights to the trademark owner to represent their product or service in a distinguished manner. So basically, a trademark is giving a product individuality. So if you've ever done any research on rights on the internet today, you've probably seen something about the phrase Creative Commons. Now, what does this phrase mean? So on Creative Commons website, they define it as Creative Commons licenses give everyone from individual creators to large institutions a standardized ways to grant the public permission to use their creative work under copyright law. From the reuser's perspective, the presence of a Creative Commons license on a copyrighted work answers the question, what can I do with this work? There are 6 different license types within Creative Commons. The most permissive is just general Creative Commons, where you're allowed to reuse, distribute, adapt, or build your own of the same model, and you're allowed to use it commercially. So in this case, you would be able to resell the print when talking about 3D printing. Also, it's important to know that for any Creative Commons license, credit must be given to the original owner or creator of the content. The next is called the Creative Commons Share Alike license, which means you're able to distribute, remix, adapt, or build your own, similar to the first license, and you're able to commercially use it. The only difference is any adaptations must be shared under the same exact terms. The third type, and sometimes the most common type when it comes to 3D printing, is Creative Commons non-commercial license, which means you're allowed to print out the product, however, you're not able to sell it. The next type is Creative Commons non-commercial share alike, which basically means the two previous are combined, where you're not allowed to use it for any commercial purposes or selling it, and you must share any adaptations of it. The fifth Creative Commons license is called No Derivatives. In this case, you would be able to use it for commercial use, such as selling. However, you're not able to make any changes to it whatsoever. And the final license of Creative Commons is Creative Commons Non-Commercial, No Derivatives, which means you're not able to sell it and you're not able to change it at all. For this example, I have Thingiverse pulled up, which I'm sure if you're watching this video, you know what it is. It is a 3D printing hub where you can get any files pretty much that you can think about that people have created. And here I have a fruit and vegetable cutter pulled up as an example. As you'll see, as I scroll down, it has a Creative Commons license listed in the bottom left, and as you can see, this person has a Creative Commons non-commercial license attached. So in this case, you're able to print it out on your own 3D printer and do pretty much whatever you please with it. However, you cannot use it for any commercial purposes, like most commonly known as selling. As you can see for this next example, we have a Lamborghini from Cults 3D, which is another very common place to get files from online. And if you just scroll down and look to the right, under license, it has Creative Commons, and you can see it has non-commercial and no derivative. So in this case, you would not be able to use this one to sell online, and you cannot make any changes to the file. The truth about online selling is that, yes, you may not get caught and may be able to get away with it for a while, but the price you would have to pay would make it all not worth it for selling illegally. So please, if you get one thing out of this video, always remember to check your licenses. If you have any questions regarding whether it's legal or illegal to sell a certain product, just leave it below in the comments and describe your situation, and I'll do my best to get to it. I don't know everything surrounding the legal world and selling online, but I can say I've done a lot of research on it, and I'd love to help you out if possible. If you got some good information from this video, please leave a like. It means a lot to me. If you're interested in more content around engineering or 3D printing or making money running a small business, please subscribe and check out some other videos by me. Either way, thanks for watching. I'm Josh, and this is Quick Up.